also has nothing else to do with the patient, so I recommend myself to find out. Our friends, they recognize the factor here. It's also why they are much better here when they didn't ride from a home they can jump through. Well, that took a long time here to recognize some medication here. I recognize that there was not a case here. Become out compatible like a curse here. Becoming out competed by the other still keeping them the attitude that these so like a curse of friend of they try to get a con with you without giving attitude to you even doing anything here. The best guys cannot do anything against that as they are calling the guys of terrorism and not being able to application. There is a micro stance is that they possess a comment actually got a shot to the font and a fan limitation. We say this about Defi. It's a guy's saturation. To beat the stairs, sit down and beat your band again. As a middle living a hick of a East Coast calls a calling investigation on just a ridiculous Arakan. Did it think it the same it to be if I had the case before I said it was a concept of a game. I'm mal of the lock and on burst the first case I created more and more playing ground. Different try to keep it going on, but to second to different maybe doesn't understand very well what's going on here. Doesn't want to returning any pretty occasion in lock but want to. This is the same but a piece of occasion about the base before rotation in the lock by sample. All my this after paying with the case like a soup when you have here if any look at my typical and the difference is very remarkable. Think it that is too difficult bad. Ooh. So let's go to the classic thing here. The physical here. Say no, what is it here? Well, whatever here. This deceptive canzone aggressive this here we go. Scamba pros is an escaping here. I gotta tell how many times the couple has a bullet from another connector mesa. Here it goes. Everybody else make a decision. I don't think I should mostly have the same complaints about here. I could find it hard to medication when I was a pizza and I tried to better use it what a pizza is a really easy case. I didn't find it too hard to meet in the metro when I was a case. Couple years back and I was a horror kind of fault as a few cage like as a education. Dark and cost of reason very much and a responsibility to become a wafer. And practice this the one where the PC to be good invitation to the way son to become over the keeping going. Present nothing to tell to the properties, become a bottom high the high but the lost sulfurs to make good with the two high was. They are rich a nice man because from their president man treated them and it doesn't see them as a very person as they not themselves. Because of the nice get into the can respect. But that another guy is not intelligent worthy of respect. Perspective and meditator of eating themselves. Perspective may note the attractive organization that is again. I am attractive if you hear what I say is a piece of a piece. No but you cannot be compared jobs of holding the show local every may say. So what are you listening here? What are you sleeping with the net to yes say to where you sleeping geisha? One see any time announced that we have to do with the big face. Want to waste the time of what it was to the want to love not music with this sticky base banner by the top to the 10 mil cost as a service like a sticky but there another quarantine application. Me want to have the risk sounds to get a kiss and announce for every night like going up it days we wonder why I put it at Waffe that I don't have the near the success rate of an ounce for every. And if I get more than my fair share as a better than the environment go with this again when I empty just the occasion can't do for when I suit because it is upon to forever. This is some I read that this % rate enterprise piece you want missing. P2 to the securities exploit base and apologize for the supply. Push battling attention the solver application. I want to change with the case football but this spot down to go to different at this and how much something like this affecting some medication. It's not a severe elevation and very particular. There are absolute aberrations to find a patient, somebody else's ability to get a python and what say. Almost a lot of the B-side were at last in the more place to deal with the first meeting of education. This feminist spread to typical reputation. Spend an internet pick up my wise invitation, most of the fanatic. The know all of this with the tint when I was the land to be most of when a brand was this dictation. Why not just the whole with it your lost ability patient? People could be surprised about it, but people could be some mild lossicated and bomb when I hear as a patient and bar with this education. Wonder if that dude is mistress is no one delegation neck is casting. I must say so the red cup and if you want to case use your set and it to get paid for success. You're out think upon elevation to set up a bunch of the one things just gonna tell us a gate and a day just a case or just gonna have and know when the first think about the host with the body have a lost operation fortune. Puppy gained a lamp to go to an investor to report based upon a pretend that they want to protect themselves as seen was after a race to company to the protest that paid to the Ganard and is different mail preventing communication. And bring down on the their left field they want to shrink him down the size and wrap him also they want to give him the path for from interpretation they control here. To be possibility casual reputation political like a high here can donate the bank that the topic of an esky the current makes really work for. To because the if you're in any kind of best they can bought the pen you're a camp it up a purchase by paying well adjusted by human not a man to the best in a miss you that is a calculation. Means your status as a hiker, it's a pop-up channel and success in cultivation. Create day to the sun and day, mental limit that the hunting abundantly will be together as a courage as a city pan. Well, that's not a funny touch joke. Could it be going to Steve become an if I could base that this is now that they should location too. So the part you go with the way hiker first should be talking days to get a test now point to be doing anything to be getting good elastic with cooperation. And it shows them as using a box to follow as they come take a hair to nickel. Territory constantly loaded and whisper say slightly loaded down whisper don't worry. And then go and go for occasion and success to patient. Will prepare to kind of become out the from not the hype but the love of the rich because if this is a pick up for the respect to case are you to make you were up ready for an hour to be the case this is the sort of a coach travels places that like a home after she chunky by the case so piece that if it is as the monocrat but the alpha that it is a rapid resonation. Example large you will see what the fire spreading on the speed of the case and they wanna have a peep in and wanna be when they wanna speak a nap and a nice girl. Well, it's no surprise here. Our just tested nest test for this to you. Then take an article. It's just part of the squeeze supported no articulation. First was a consider frame to the usage somebody's degradation. As this is gonna be the with any farming, put the kind of panel for the patient that hitting and every 10 a week this is every day, so become a get back at this like a female. This is how much it's understatable here. Looking for that thing direction was exactly what the movie was trying to tell Westerners. The beast is the universe piece and a body for the piece is a wall was a pity with a naked the patient traded. To point you was the fight vocal in following only then you will feel an actual habitation. This does not have to work for a hero that keep everything in hospital patient for free. It come for a slowly killing potent and being a marriage to the have to chase test. Nothing but it is to level good attention, love and appeal of a reason to make barrier but she messing you to the stay in tourist with occasion. I'm gonna actually need to be the party. The way that I got a Baba City, give me very party but to get a good attention. So what's going on here? In Celsius? Coming on here. It's already a thing that there are a lot of good at Dante actual to treat the Penacais war a kind they really care about to get it this kind of thing. Come to them enough to get this is education like that became as a going up with the because they are all I'm a seducer to face in the forwardation couldn't impress it. I look for a friend they are all too fast when they have been banging at a lot of case. The phone went to case by the west is simply done to Cuniconte. Is the city pay for an assistant chiefs at the case segmentation now to get the printers going the case with the sound pet deep as this segmentation as this the case is crossing performed to have a lot of segmentation test to see the negative that have a lot of test translation still seems to like it interaction with Jeremy's is like a reminder about this before like a edition map and with the kind of basic before the position outside there's some people complaining a while backtation and busy point of campaign attack a packagation. Pintakin packis about the certificate of truth, my yes in a beast and a difference liberate analysis. But tell me how to defeat there and now was the sample standard bar. Is some more Miker Mastins, no stampede, donatis, feeling for that they don't want. When it's successful, Titi was a fearful about accusation in heaven of a Philippine certification. And first of all, they got the first, they're gonna have they see to the maybe good days. Here we go, just showing about this thing here. All other skills mean nothing for an individual, but take a look around. It's so predictable how the universe. It's the cause effect that there's nothing else going on. Everything here, scientific thing here. It's just the reality itself of how the fair fix it about everything is adaptation. Want to stand up because of a paint they think when it meant think of is a basically gonna creep it off a paint talk up on. Because of the alt that I've been a think of this paint hikes them up because of a paint chicken. Turn a bit of quotation with the western, but I wanna be the kind of place obnoxious. You're full of tension due to what a piece in front of the past of a perfect to spend something. And but whether was the kind of the kind of patient quality. Part, truth seems a better piece on part. We could have best go be found up to the people. The last thing first. The last one. Culture of the parasite get this at the PDC will be enough was at the ball providical loss portion of help at the particular exposure. Connected the web to the past is carpeted at the pants of the theater because thoughts with the fences made of internet this year. And the broken less for the has broken members of the cap made a form less and more reputation. The runner to the very funny book with occasion, yet you have an as useful crucial shoot you play. A universe totally as always it's okay to complain about Asia, we have also Asia. Told the mirror front of the include if stop super down the span speed and make it a much of 10 have again and accept things you didn't know what about the specific dates was a politician or 7 of before was the testament like petty. When into looking that deep and into looking out that fast, it was the of 2 months that 2 when about the of the living half was too, but there's gonna full of this is a case of food. Tuppeness and the people and stone as a here at the next piece. I left on the hair like a whenever the impresses seems to get a fortune. From my first day after the take a red ticket while everyone else play yet the case. All the boys supervised now the lost ticket and men then thought it was a fight the bump could lose a final scar. We were the keys my nipple could have only had a fish must have been a virgin the plaque from an occasion my first was to the pair cave. I took it for 4 years to taste to get this and did a class of serious high school very hard to the kiss get busy remember and must become a popular kind of a competent reputation. Piece to say the 28 about the young attacks when I was a close to in the advantage to see. You're also more likely to learn to the heal from meditation. You must have enemies, you will be more logical and to about your approach of vacation. My very good was to be good at days and we couldn't hike and but the kind of firm forecasting with repressive substance possess. As a few depressive frugal. Like an enemy the credit card with after a feeling going to come article and the save it spent in leisure. It comes when the things you own and the things you own end up owing you station. But the things in case you tell can it do because penance of any refine would have liked to spend a more experience at that commit banks and of course wanted to be freelancer or writer. Most of my life is boring. I spend 7 hours a day in front of my life was a station and force myself outside, but the unity comes from it. Less than actually existent to for Kadoku. Keys paper we still have another fear right a kind of a fate and a put on a stage for a catation. About the call we never known this 7 months after realizing and I solved the vacation made delegation. After realizing and sold 7 copies I made, there was certain that the service wasn't equated a measure. And trust many people right now there only trigger cause so a complicated trust can't count of a soup boss. Whereas people don't care for living in a long life. Two people have done the exercise of addiction and eating credit days exercise someone equal and eater must have a strong body for a present moment and attraction, not for an old life. I don't want to live in any more occasion. It's a reason from this to guys here. There are pictures that if we do panic at this kind this is panic be just to get a really good based on pictures education. So that's gonna next time. Someone have a kid if people like it, the people you know well that's the times about the two. And there are kind of area that they are giving you the time of the day with so that it do they have interactive day. You with today's yeah. This was showing us something around here. That's what he was saying. Paul be family pretty bloody case. users are playing of that thing here. It's due to you respected that they will and I will be family beautiful and well whether they will feel honored as again a education with the effort on another different. Sees more than 1.10 her proper pixels, see talks up for a format of 1 minute. They do not a terrible if getting a sphere to the color that happens if you bring someone else to meditation. Was clarified so you see. Don't be the pecker ratio while getting a puncher. I think one case. Become meditation. When I follow the orders of demands upon next be insult within racial counter to the one to let you read point twice. It's making a bit overconfident occasion, making a bit talking about gonna movie. Going with the best when I cost a reputation, but did it with a piece and a poor who will never have a piece more confident attention. Organization call effect to gonna takes many years to have a collective effort can effect with a popular of 2-3. Just the case to entertain things, just for a reason done. Let's take here where everything is and where everything a man is here has heard of a case of foundation PD can recognize again revolution's late stake. It is most a basic tenets. He made it with the several operation where relative was a stake a share that the operas was demonstrated high reputation. Was a teacher popular and only small percent of a opera with the most awful but of quality match with the Bolton. And during those operas, intriguing attempted with becoming a doing an appraisal relation with the knowledge of the rating has now been overtapped the confidence of a coach. And what you long terms is also as a confidence raising affectation increase the level of occasion Britannic Josis coming application. But coming directly against the veterans situation who are going out the same. They are not to pay having a representative of equality short. The next thing they are going to pay on picky on a whole to the very elevation of take you that you can see them anybody contribution test when they corrupt people. What it's saying about here? While somebody else is gonna be invented the dinner chase and become a kind of piece of beyond the best occasion for the place. Upukwafellas testes crop at the previous specific about they start cooking on the CRIs, got example you know. This is of yes, planning yellow for a tree goes up to the what is a meat good degradation. Bit of this truth of the fishy can this is the positive interpretation. Last, well, in social times, the main presentation of this what a between nature and physical disappearation. Between physical and let's make a prayer substitution on this sentence. If they are on a question scale that they are at last answer scale, we know that some called time more. Trying to create the attention scheme, don't take it this side. To go into the skin that is so to get that there are nothing at the with the dedication just to be. So it's the preferences of the different per section. Now let's go with separation. See that the cost to money. While it we can stand the patient with the scenes is mostly going to pop up on the application. My target now the answer for the problem because of the time as it is good at this and I see the points the path to calculation from. We begin from net scan, so with the remaining VFPs if we continue you see. So to put it out the potential here, but the case with the dumpers since been a two maybe concept and you gonna teach this way. So verification CP the attraction with the cool fun and move and better to play and became for a hardship with a good turn. Well, you can have a one and be happy if you do look back at his story. You will not find instance where the ever get that was a potato was better than our occasion. When you ask it doesn't tell you what's works in more basic really is a sheet tells you what you will for a perfect harvest board where adaptation is free. Bloody fool. When everyone hears is about to never place any caves it tells what the bulk in the bonus will express feeling interesting at the nature. Talk or tell how that she say her help will melt to the mother talk not putting out in a timely manner, be patient, get no care better will wait for an interception. Send ticketation. You're not fast enough, occasion. Maybe trying out faster here. With the help of a major curve, you gotta spend good with Henry might have how much better you will treat it here. So what don't put for you to put potato for your bed, but a sack of a coming at this thing and advice from a place like a asking for a car dealer. What's the best way to deal with other car dealers? They are not going to sell out their kind. There is a sound the location is antique and every banner should be the opposite of what's in the faces. And that is pretty typical anyways, they tell you to give more attention. Or be patient when you hear this, you assume that you're probably voting. So don't need to withhold that is while paying more freedom with your needs education. You do know rock station. The web is going to get as a form of action and you know motivation. Utan tietysti saada siinä piffigana chance mind pitäisi pikkaan been real life use for changes is the kind of times better not that if I not an occasion. The masterpiece so cut me step says son what the terrific achieving helper there was two type of the toxic car middle of hype and wants to the top. The case son the whatever type was just to get a person could recognize was a different needs of the database. Another very cool was the tape while with different with the needs and then they will they don't know. They play with you on the two they end but possibly when they're wrong for that to get a bad piece. Records the citation beef with the got the with the campaign so what is the patient hedonistation. Kukuna want to pump the tapacation. You must the book up appointment and use to go after your native see for the monogramation. This is all the patient and cause a kind of beef and a pity city kind of pity connotation. No very better there's well covered with the mention of the high depth description of who the seek the patient and the patient actually offers a petition and name it the inner application. When a terror on nifted it is one or two so the belly second on parasation of pity gonna be for. One, this is some read that I said there's like a white to the origin and meditation by to the physical patient company necess. Look a type of a selling whatever they are. Looks like a type to piece whatever they are selling with the makes it again it doesn't look a facial. The non-son that's the call for the case go with doing or manifestation to wait the case class by pay the way entrance. There was something clubbing of a guys who have bros in a crown clubs are gonna up because they have them book and full invitation. What the whip price of the station the Charles sons and the hot tea but they should be paying. And anything an appointment she's a good for but one season hell of it all day. Maybe she's engaging home money will look a piece of the palpation. The god is not the case. Registers 1 week when it is spent over days. At the registers and this is in this more economic allocation. And the so where we take have a top party to pay mind for this can not fees. Scripting interest is the perennial appeal are metrically long term rook natural animation. It can gain extends passively by skipping more native ecstasy by skipping to not that kind of ecstasy. Double pillars psychologically put depends but I'm when a commentator can have a good Wikipedia fashion that was a doublet after the will execution treatment plan. I think when the funny meditation unless you're talking about some hidden native so when excessive touches. Environmental comments are already existing there. To this days and a pity will be reckoned from a repeat on a hands regulation a pity with it. Here I can pull that say to penny kind of pull as a peanut tube was 7 a bit yesterday here and I pull nothing except when I try to talk authentic stick it with a monosyllable speech that leads to nowhere. They get to be comments at the help to get an access station. Going to this at the first case again go from teaching and non to cases not be that easy intimidate this and I don't feel confident when I was having to be talking it has to be called to be spoken. It's a Peter Warner's one. No, I don't do it in this year. Well whatever here. That's kind of a different test. If you idols but the bites are really serious very quickly with the meeting you they will aid their obvious or not. Are you so very pretty good who get a kind of a power over vertical with the arrows you to action where they can then frustrate you? Not the arouse upon not analyze the frost is not arousal here. With the time person easily enough simple even for the let them wonder why theory and use the game is working. Rather in the process they will devote more and more time at this into you. In the UA you can explain why but even then it takes forever to get this case something. And the hoops that make you the jump to the physical nature not sir. And as a kid with a don't play me to get a very good person into the weather station knows the to pay the settle look in weekly base. Does anything here on one weekly many pieces to the pounds that are based on the second patient. To play me lost to the power of figure of equality piece to the second days but the system why what you can do so. In Salas of comments ever seen with the physical of one versus that of the Patamos. Oh cook your poster let's do something about in cash here is starting on forever. It's a process occasion here to look in pieces after station. Not the first of a product and was the rim after the pole was a my today. My rear stopped at the traffic wall with a keeping rotation bike again look at the internet because a carpet and whistle without the if not I will ready to maneuver out of the way get a rear end dead on the motor education. Stanza for a rider that is a simple Americans can state but never cannot do that make it on why to do so. Met the top my friend but lost that it's a push to kick big comments and passions guide society. A lot of people will tell my that is in better place now pity. That all people will their hair family to she's and everything that you are at that makes you up. Stöt your different patient this and restaurants your presence yes and panic at uffen. But they do still not take hold so much whole happy for cash. If you ever leave the casino you will never know the impact you made on a vacation in hope occasion it will. And at the same we could have grateful for the wish or grateful for the consequence of it can note their suffering. Or a suffering but knowing your exit as a will enter far from a danger. The more I become a student the harder this is company concept the supreme being is a good typification but well get with this. Du sons to the give it as a good time visit because you gonna give it the best shade is. Business says you could put it up but didn't expect it to get it up with a want to be dissecuritization. This is a pity for the case. There was like sitting in a car at the red passenger was a guy who just a situation. This is the case and a bit up kind of the pot and I think you could be do a bunny. What happens to this song referred to first that I paid the game. Open and Thanksgiving gay son that has not much time to watching a feast shit day. In cells that has no whatsoever any kind of this is kitty. The names display success around. You should be called a directioner. Your initial interest. Well, however, is submitted sublime and incredible faster respect that the pizza paint the boy see narrate to think confidential. The cream pie think in acidification. You ask what they do in there is better than will say to the ticker. I wanna say to think why would they who must think all the time in factification. But the taste of the real information are pricking up chest. Do not take constant serious patient to get patient to get education crucially occurs. Take it as a rate that is there is a term and an intellectual for the class of people who actually do it here. Excel here. And somebody also gets looking for a difficult company. Here it is, he has very good information. They do not think it's because it's boring. That you having to sit down with on net on constant wanting to distinct interpretation. Okay, he was laying out a distinct direction. You know what everybody knows about here, about the preliminary. They figure them complex thus far. To be good, this is a pick away, figure to be good reputation. Once this city get a taste and talk about looking for occasion. I gave Rich Bean a gallon. There's no new taste and club be decent book updated. What about this working that I wanna cross it? For Germans, they were spending it against the Kimakata search because the program said a pick with the gate on. Do you know where your kind comes from? The good distance ticket if you feel the chase again. In Salas, the other society, it's all vacation here. I don't know, putting off a thing here, but what a fucking idiots guys that they are occasion. By the way, it's a huge city like about anybody here. But in a short time here. There's a video occasion and a supplement. To be this debone we get a timeline so we have to get a taste of thinking about patient. Thinking of mammals if we're gonna constant the cost by the suit for a patient and not for the winter. It's achieved the products that are interest called a thief and they're gonna wait to produce milk from a camel with the patient. Could find more to with this with the cancer and this is thought to get one first more for the benefits to get to you know it's good for the asket. What you mean a common to be the chance to the kind of patients that the coffee sick of a pick on cycle and a leak page test. With the ball like that's a place with the taster with the men non fabrication. To post this to the cadets and non paint and during at the non parent because it control this is the system keeping the sisters by the to put it there at a list of posted shiftation to stand for this function to this sitting. O constant bitus that say people paying up and the I had used this for myself for days. One days is if we're repair halter. What you wanted, I never gonna do it, a lot of kind of things saying. When I post this, I got a sample of repetition. So the most of what I say is better get the best as an asset journey last month. In Salvas, the publication, one was a babe and a trunk back upon by the physical innovation as a patient. In Salvas here, to bar you good cosa, no good deed goes simply just when the beast is a beef and got a base and a club activity. Bitty day phone, boo, pick with a bear, rotation, get a piece to see whether we'll keep it gonna base then. Evolution enough to adjust the specific event that I do one upon myself at a time with it. There was once a couple about the all of behavior and patient often that I pick up a truth very was a beautiful family with a t-shirt in a short amount of time. To side of one I say a sing and a one of the cities against the patient. They use the behind one or two to youth and a tent. To put on a bus, I see you bitches to gonna tell it what you to both them from applause with a pair of liberties to the friend of one or two, you know, for the page for the dollars apart from a date when I set your vacation band meditation. To fourth, when a curse want to live around the club band, it's because he's not getting at the different guys. Many times I see as who started us has to wake up of a really hard hair existed. We could barely start to wear except when I approach when a song kind of tennis was saying like a tan media because the next day believe there are reasonable. Still it's because there are two medications to become better when it wants to believe where they get a vacation. To beat to self-education rejection, same as a play you don't go very off for GPT if you want to pay a poor case. Just the buff for gonna waste a piece to find an article patient. But testy to the propaganda mastic and a pitico. Well, why waste it a waste of time because a piece that to the game at 2 or the coffee shop occurred to the should be less precipitation. Well, what's happening here? Well, it's a high speed occasion here. Hey, get it fucking out of here, occasion. Zuchi, the other goes him on and shows you there. He's just a book about the vacation. Oh, I just said I'm in car here. It's not like a good useful here, but he was a lot of things here, Aisha. It doesn't really kiss Addy for anything here. I don't know anything about here, what happened, but it will be excited to for the 6 as a picking application. You have to approach with a snap. This is very important for opening a dish. A purpose of pizza like that is excited, fresh and unique. Since this couple dances country when it's going to have a sound of the tissue sound with a typical notation. Can't look a motive, that's a good addition when it's happening for instance. Improve with the tallest face, they're gonna have a little calm on. And most of it, most of them are gonna don't like and get up with the on the board to the figure extreme fat in variation. What do you like to do for fun when the cask is that you can really respect with a picking up a case as a man's dedicated education? What do you like to do for fun? Breathing air! It doesn't never answer any question here. How about you, occasion? Yeah, what's this here? Very quiet here. I really had to say about that. You have very occasion. Is it? Just futzing around here. What? I was asking a question here. Okay, just play about the different games, something around here. Is somebody ever getting a conversation here? There's a lot of different things about it. You can play up a million different things here, yeah. And so here, that was catastrophic. Never true that ever again. Yeah, it doesn't mean it. Like everything, you always gotta do something about a couple times. It doesn't work here. You know already it doesn't work. I still do it about here. So you're looking for like a behavior here. What happened here? What you should do instead here. The count you participate the face you wear. Or the occasion not before everybody want to leave it as a conversation. This does the bomb mechanic it goes to say that you. Well, I guess very few. very, very, very. Well, first of all, I had credible standards, guys. Unfortunately, this leave very theory, guys. Thinking about to say, I don't know, like a 50 thinking about to say, to the piece of time for the pop up application. As I hear, I said, I found a look at see, kind of ways when I say it, if you grip it in naively. Think it did a really good you to the Yukas, put back in the month to get a fifth Yuka. Super confident a number ratio with operation to pick the cross. Behind this participants are because you have to make things super fast when you are picking application. That cause you find if we got a good phone never made then if it's a your chance. The moment that goes by after you have got a patient and taste with the currency changes. Timer with a compson typically attention exchange if you have a different acid to chase your coming to be coming from a hypnotist Yorgis or hiker. Whereas offers make plans predict that night the next case comes time frame set to the greedy case. One of us monitors says the most connotation. Most of the geese paper reports that a clarify the cost short capacitations of a worship period. Is a fall life vacation interest to get a piece there. The rest is up to you. In addition to the style of voice, you can assume a pretty funky that people can name. And there are different kind of pointless comments here. Just decide to go with a with a consistent here. Information there. Dope, high, hippopotamus looks up at the career at the post education. More about everybody else has their own different website here. Okay. So what are you gonna think about getting more of those things here? And so why not here it is a chance about the MP3 player. 2000 canvas software level changes piece resulted. Petsmätsistä pityfikä päänikä tuppikata verran justification. So suussa pikirikana siipara whether gonna look for attention pad. She's very care. What is this occasion? Can't say pita to be to I should have so in solar here occasion. Fashion. Order the best match occasion. Number 4 there's yeah. They sell all the products here, but you know the Chinese shoe size occasion, everything else. I will be take so be carefully okay here. I don't know if they ever coming off the back. From now on, do they quarantine anything? They say they do. Yes we do, and yes vacation. I say yes everything here. It's not a positive or not here. They do everything here. She's so understand I guess. So why the Insta goes on a report? Here it is a camera. So what the frick they're putting everything here? I mean you can every second I guess they're wasting around here. And here it is look nothing here. And I'm playing a listing all the file up. Add folder. And yeah, that's the way to how to go on a train because of shoes so that should be pointed. Okay, you already found about your folder here. Where is it? Let's just quickly think about it here. That's the folder. So folder. Yeah. Okay. Here are there's the Chinese everything here. What about now? And now he got a reckoning. So why do I read reckoning? But he wanna like a listening here. A feeling. They don't able to go in that direction here. I can't believe it all the words have a create about here. And he has seems to help it about the direction, yeah. It automatically goes around, yeah. But how the recognize the whole what the word really is about here. So you talk about here. Have that. I'm gonna focus on one single things here. There's shopping, topping, minimum order. Oh, that's interesting. Visible like here. What do you think about those? Here we are, pretty much here, car. Different products. I think it's a similar kind of material. 5.6mm white. It's not enough white. Typical Chinese have a very small case and the sideways occasion. I maybe not poor case in those, whatever. There's always a kind of a response with the shorter. There's a 4cm here, but what they didn't say about that it become 2cm when you step in pressure here, when you're standing here. That's huge problem. I need much less occasion and elasticity here. It is much less compression here. Well, the screws supply off the case so you're so what is difficult here? What is difficult here? Riskier. It's a go crazy riskier. Let's see how to say it then. Range, ample applicative and order. There's incredible few orders, any product by the way here. 14 orders, new arrival, lots of glaciers. There's a feedback, it's a 3 feedback, this product here. As we're generally pretty happy about these things. Here it is a kind of, as you see the Chinese, I love it, it doesn't matter here. When you're looking for those products here. That shop, they are all not quantified, they are all cheap. They all are what they are, I guess, whatever they are, I guess, here. Or a little bit in front. Oh, I hate this kind of thing here, actually. They're female in this, I guess, yeah. It's incredible thing about a country like that here. Awareness. So what kind of stuff they get you know, yeah? If April was a bastard, if it was a fine but I'm looking for a fish as a woman. You wanna pay some cheap Chinese product here, I guess, yeah. We were as a buyer here. And that was very few more if I pay. Okay, super, we have more business supporting us. This take a look at how little money is transacted. Totally you paid all in case in here a little bit here. The products here, instance the buying of the product. There's an acceptability indication here. The positive support here. They don't want to have any business, this guy here. Look at it here himself. So he have a huge someone critical. Okay, so it's really a question about here. There's no reason why he's super critical here. There's a million of factors. One of them being honest, because one of them being selfish, one of them against just getting money back here. One is this Asia. The point is that everything of those have a not much of a difference. It's more about the question of the consequence, the cause about himself here than anything else here. What happened that direction here? So, destroying. There is obvious thing about the food here. I was scratching hair education here, just think about that thing. The feedback systems here. Instead looking for what a freaking product it is, education. Doesn't matter here. The canvas set the shoe with that to get a PvP elevator platform. But if they are a platform here, it doesn't seem to like any. Oh yeah, that's why he used those fucking boots against dinner. Well, I can use it, I don't care. Well, I understand what a fucking idiot they are. Before I'm maybe kinda maybe never, but that's the thing around iteration is in South here. I mean it's so easy to the easiness. It's very questionable here, Asia. Pouring Asia. Unless he managed to finally pull in some action. And you got the attention here. Take a look around here. His new style allocation and his different thing here. Find how they got to go to action itself here. So it could be in those era here. What was everything was so done already back in there. There was a paints, there was all kind of a different thing here. What I realized about was the whole little freaking attention whatever. It was a disaster. It was just catastrophic. Things like average anybody, so you had to realize that the thing are here. Different environmental. This kind of always leave us a kind of in a fantasy, but the will to have much better than how things are here. And take a support away. Nowhere that there anything I should use to put this direction. That's interesting here. Whatever here, I wanna keep up the easy here. What's the point of giving up the easy? I never get anyway anything that should nice for this product here. You're looking for those shoes together. They all look really cool. Oh boy. We just put a crazy amount of elevators. So I cannot search inside elevators, so you